Rise and shine, beloved, rise and shine. Great grand rising. I'm here, I'm here. Come on in, come on in. Take this moment. Go tag your friends and family members. Let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. Let me throw a great grand rising up here in the comments. Let's get going. And let's be very proactive today, okay? Here we go. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and activate what I call the success mind. If you're sitting, go ahead and sit with your feet flat, your back straight. We want to open up all the core center area. And you can place a hand on your heart. This just sends a signal to the subconscious mind that we are ready to calm down. We're ready to open. We're ready to receive. Take a good healing deep breath in and exhale. Allow yourself to relax from the crown of the head all the way down to the sole of the feet. Relax. Breathe in through the nostril, out through the mouth. Relax. Turn the focus inward, tapping into the heart, the rich inner life, the kingdom within, the secret place of the Most High. We tap in. We tap in today to infinite wealth, infinite abundance, infinite wisdom, infinite peace. And we prop ourselves up on these 4 pillows today. Infinite wealth, infinite abundance, infinite peace, infinite wisdom. We're here to receive. We open our hands to receive all the good we desire and deserve. We're so thankful and grateful for this moment of growth, for this moment of transformation and transition. And it is so. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we are here, beloved. Come on in. Give me a great grand rising. Let me know that you're here. Take this moment. Tag someone. Let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. We can't always rely on these social media platforms to notify people. So let's come in together and let's do this, all right? So we are here for today. And we're happy that we are right in the middle of this month. And we want to start the countdown to the closing word gathering that I usually do every year this time. And we want to pull in and really empower you, because what do we want to do? End the year strong, into the new year empowered. So the first thing I want us to do today is I want to release to you, and this is for anyone who is feeling challenged right now, who's going through something very difficult. We thank you for the God of peace that passes all understanding, that guards your heart and mind. You're going through a difficult challenge, a transition. You lost a loved one. You feel bewildered or confused. We stretch our hand to you today and we say grace and peace. Peace and blessings. Be strong, beloved. Be strong. You're not out of the race yet, so keep going, all right? So we want to bring together 2024, which has been a phenomenal year. It's an impact year, as I laid that down in the prophetic release coming into this year. This year was a universal number 8 year, and we gave you all the insight, all the prophetic and metaphysical energies that accompanies the number 8. The number 8 is so powerful for you, and you still have days left. You still have days left in this year where you can shift. There's about, including today, there's 16 days left in the year. Let's make a decision that you're going to shift and pull yourself up. And what I'm feeling very strongly today, is that I have to Create the atmosphere today that will pull somebody up. Somebody that is in despair. Somebody that is in confusion, who is brokenhearted. As a community, we send the peace of God to you to pull you up and lift you up. And I want you to place your hand on your heart and tell yourself it's not over. You can get up again. You can get up again. All right. So when we looked at the number 8, and when we turn the 8 over on the side, it's like the infinity symbol. This year represented so much support for you to prosper, to increase, to grow, to transform, to see with clear vision. And we want to claim all of that. So this is what I want to say to you today as the closing word. It's not too late to receive. And I want us to work together and do the sacred work together to set you up, to opening yourself to receiving more. And I'm going to do this with you because we're doing life together. So we want to set you up to receive. The first thing I want you to know is it's safe. Many times when we're not receiving what it is that we desire, it's not because we're so messed up or we think we're the worst thing going. It's not because we're lacking anything so much. 9 times out of 10, we take ourselves out because we're not allowing ourselves to receive, not because you're unworthy, not because you have no self-esteem. Sometimes you just don't feel safe venturing out into new opportunities that may come your way. You don't feel safe coming out of your comfort zone. And you are fearful of what the environment of what it is that you desire will ask of you. Please write that down. Sometimes we are fearing, what will the environment entering that dimension of what I truly desire? What will that ask of me? What will be the demand on my life? What will I have to rise up to? What occasion? Can I break something right here? Can we go in the atmosphere and break up and move energies of intimidation and insecurity, inadequacy? Write that down. Intimidation, insecurity, inadequacy. Intimidation says that you don't yet have faith and confidence in your ability. When coming up against others that seem to have more than you or be more than you. And when it comes to intimidation, we are trapped in comparison. All of these 3, intimidation, insecurity, and inadequacy, is about comparison, where there's a lot of judgment, self-judgment, and criticism happening. So when we are intimidated, we are fearful and afraid that we don't measure up or we don't have as much, and we're afraid of or intimidated that the people that we're looking at or viewing as better than us will harm us in some way. So we get frightened, we get intimidated. But I want you to take a deep breath, and we're just going to release the energy of intimidation. Let it go. When we look at insecurity, that goes back to what I was saying, that we don't feel safe. You don't feel safe venturing out into the environment of what you've asked for. what you have willed, what you have prayed and asked for, when it even appears that it's going to show up, not only are you afraid to receive it, then you start judging yourself further and feel inadequate. That is what imposter syndrome is about. Many doors may have opened and you have walked through the door, crossed the threshold of the door of the opportunity, but did not allow yourself to go further because you deemed yourself unworthy, inadequate, believing that you're not enough. You don't have what it takes. But as a closing word today, we want to release intimidation, insecurity, inadequacy that comes up against you. That's coming up against you, crossing over the threshold of the dimension of what you desire. Now, I really want to do some deep work here by the Spirit today, because the writer of Timothy declares that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. Can you go ahead and tap in the chat? I have a sound mind today. So in order to put yourself in a position to receive, you have to start believing that you are enough. You are enough. You have everything you need to receive the next level of blessing. And I'm really consciously slowing my pace down right here because I can feel the Spirit doing the work. I can feel the Spirit calling you in to divine alignment that we activated last week. So this is a beautiful time to start reflecting. Really sitting down, I'm doing the same myself, sitting down and taking a look at where you've been this year. What happens, beloved? I've experienced this myself. What happens is that when you don't take the time to reflect and to remember and to assess, the ego mind will only hold on to the places where you've missed the mark or where it appears that you have missed the mark. That is what the ego mind would like to hold on to, right? Grand Rising, Lisa, thanks for joining us live. It will hold on to that, but you owe it to yourself as we release insecurity, intimidation, and inadequacy. We want to move that out the way so that we can make room to receive, but you have to reflect. This is the first closing word for 2024. You have to sit down, take pen to paper, and ask your heart, Holy Spirit, higher self, whatever language works, to show you all the things that you've accomplished, you received, you created, you manifested in this divine year of 2024. Because as I stated, if we don't take time to reflect, the ego mind is going to only hold up for you what appears to be a failure, what appears to be missing the mark, what appears to be quote unquote sin. Because that's going to be prominent. And this is why we do this. Even I have to do this. Because if I don't sit down and take pen to paper and reflect, I'm not going to remember all the good things I did this year. I'm not going to remember the transformation I encountered this year. What am I going to remember? For me, that was like not the best thing. I allowed myself to put on more weight this year. And because that's quote unquote what my conscious mind did not want, but there was something in the subconscious mind that allowed me to go there. That's front and center. That's taking up all the real estate, trying to take up all the mental real estate. But you know the secret. I know the secret that wherever I allow my attention and my energy to go, my spirit, my life force, my creative power is going to flow there. So this is why it's important to reflect and celebrate and then cast vision. So we already know. So this is for you. You already know what you've appeared to miss the mark in. Write it down, put it to the side. I want you to do that first. Write it down, put it to the side. Then I want you to breathe, rest, partner with spirit, your heart, your higher self. Help me, and this is what you say, show me. Help me to see, remember, and recall every good thing I did this year. Every good thing that came my way this year, so that I can honor it and celebrate it. Otherwise, as the year comes to a close and you're only focusing on what didn't happen or what you think you missed, you're going to anchor yourself in that and carry that energy right on into the next year. And that's not what we want, beloved. So as the first closing word, I want you to write in your notes, it is safe for me to receive. Now, it sounds like something very simple, but it has a lot of depth to it. Because as I stated earlier, when we're dealing with intimidation, insecurity, inadequacy, and I explained what all three of those represent, when we're dealing with that, then we diminish our self-confidence because we're in comparison and we're judging ourselves by other people's accomplishment. And we're feeling like we're not measuring up. We're not good enough. We don't have enough. It's not working in our favor. So I want you to really write that again and keep looking at it. Over the next 7 days, I am safe to receive. I'm safe to receive. So many times when we are not making the progress, it's because you're not allowing yourself to take the steps that will produce something greater in your life. Because you don't know what that next level will ask of you. And the comfort zone wants to keep you comfortable. And I'm taking my time. I particularly slowed down the pace a little bit here because I could feel the anointing, the grace, the energy, the spirit, whatever language. I feel a working happening. That as you are listening, there is a working happening in the inward man. And that's why I always say more is caught than taught. So I'm giving space for spirit to work on your behalf today, to break up energies of insecurity, intimidation, inadequacy. We break that up. I want you to take a good healing deep breath in and exhale and relax. So I wrote this in the notes and I pulled this in one of my sacred angel abundance notes, right? The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it is blessed, as it blesses the world. This is from the Angel Abundance series, right? Not allowing yourself to receive is probably the culprit, that is blocking you off, not allowing you to receive, not allowing you to do more. Because in order to receive, you have to feel safe. Like I shared with someone, when I recognize, when I think about being extremely wealthy, when I think about sums like 1, 2, 3, 4, $500 million, right? I don't feel safe in that dimension. There's something about that dimension that threatens me on some level. What do I mean by threaten me? And it's like I asked you I write the question down. To write the question, what would a dimension like that ask of me? That's question number one. What would that dimension ask of me, that realm of 100 million plus? And then number two, who would I have to become to not only receive that, but to have it and then disseminate it in a way that blesses the world? Who would I have to become? And then we work on allowing ourselves to know that we are safe. I just have to keep drilling that home. Keep have to writing that home. It's safe to receive. I'm speaking to myself as well as to you. It's safe to receive. Can I say this? I want to kind of end with this. You know, in sacred texts, the writer of Psalm 84:11 declares, God is a sun and shield, sun, S-U-N, with all the life-giving and sustaining properties, a sun and a shield. He gives grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. Let me paraphrase this. The Creator, Almighty God, that created and brought everything into existence, is nourishing you, sustaining you, and giving you life, and is also a shield of protection from everything that would harm you. There is grace and glory available. No good thing. Nothing is being withheld, beloved. Can you put that in your notes? Nothing is being withheld from me. I have only but to get in position and activate divine alignment and agreement with what has already been promised, what has already been given. So, beloved, I want to speak to all of you that have prophetic words hanging over your life that have not yet manifested. That dream, that idea, can we speak life to it today? That dream, that idea that you can be more, you can have more, you can do more. We want to breathe life into that right now. Can we take a moment, just take a good healing deep breath in and exhale. My good friend, Pastor Vaughn Thomas, wrote a song back in probably in the early 1990s, but she came to me in 1994 when we had our very first service, the late Bishop C.W., rest in power, and myself, when we first started our own church ministry here in Columbus, Ohio, right? She came to that first service and she had wrote a song. And the words of the song said, wait for the vision. It's going to come. Though it tarry, it's going to come. What God has promised, he's going to do. No one else can do it. God has chosen you. And everything in me want to just sing it, right? And then the verse goes on to say, I can't remember, I remember the verse, but not in order. But it says, when friends don't believe you, and friends are few. Remember, they weren't there when God spoke to you. What God has promised, He's going to do. No one else can do it. God has chosen you. So be encouraged. Look up and smile. It won't be long. And just a little while, exceeding and abundant, above all you can ask. Wait for the vision. It's going to come. So we honor Pastor Von Thomas this morning. And that song, she had wrote it for another pastor. But when she came and gave it to me, I said, Von, that's mine. And we have kept that alive all these years, right? All these years we kept it alive. And so what we're saying in a nutshell, beloved, everything that your heart desires, that dream, that vision, what you're looking for is looking for you. What God has promised, He's going to do. I got to just say, no one else can do it. God has chosen you. Wait for the vision. I just got to do it. It's going to come. Though it tarries, it's going to come. What God has promised, He's going to do. No one else can do it. God has chosen you. All right. That's it, beloved. Listen, we're in our closing word gathering, and I should be posting a closing word every day. We're starting with is safe for you to receive. And then we're going to start registering for our prophetic gathering. That's going to be January 1 through January 7. I'm looking at the dates to get the exact dates. And we're going to meet for the prophetic release for 2025. And so I want you to be encouraged. It is safe for you to receive. It's safe for me to receive. We release the energies of intimidation, insecurity, and inadequacy. And we embrace the 4 pillars of abundant wealth, infinite abundance, infinite peace, infinite wisdom. Those are our 4 pillars for today that we rest in, because no good thing is being withheld from you. All right. Share this on your timeline, beloved. I'm being shadow banned. People cannot find me. People are looking. I get this all the time. And what it is that Facebook, YouTube, they're just not pushing it out. They're not notifying my followers, right? I have about 2,000 followers that's not getting notified when I'm posting. They're not getting notified when I go live, all right? So have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. And we'll see you tomorrow in the closing word gathering on my platforms as I release the posts there. All right, beloved. Bye-bye.